Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Zach, recapping Chargers versus Chiefs.
This is Kyle, recapping here with Zach.
Yes, sir. So what a freaking game, huh?
What a freaking game we did. It's crazy. We managed to defeat the division leaders, the Chiefs, just this past weekend on Sunday. And it looks like right now, I feel like the Chiefs have been looking pretty sloppy. They're actually last in our AFC West division right now.
I saw a tweet 2 weeks ago. Mahomes is like undefeated against AFC quarterbacks. And ever since that tweet, he lost to Lamar and Herbert. I
Yeah,
mean,
that
I don't think
is.
they have anything to worry about, though. They have a pretty, amazing offense still. They're only 1-2. I expect them to be fine, honestly.
Yeah, I would think it was just some sloppy work they had. And I mean, there
Yeah.
was just a lot of good interceptions. There was a lot of good turnovers that the Chargers actually took on defense to get the ball away from Mahomes. And they only scored 3 points in the first half. So in truth, I feel like the Chiefs, if they were actually more on top of things and the Chargers defense didn't play as well as it would have been, it probably would have been a lot closer on the first
Yeah.
half. So they probably could have had more points up on the board. It's kind of hard to see that the Chiefs and this high-powered offense only have 3 points in one half.
I know that was crazy. Just the fact that, I mean, we got two forced fumbles while they were kind of in the red zone area.
Yeah.
So, but I think it was the same defensive back that caused the fumbles.
It was Campbell that actually caused the forced fumble twice, and it was
Yeah,
Davis that actually recovered. So he was
twice.
managed to recover it twice as well too. So
So
Davis was on
crazy.
top of things. So give it up to them. I mean, in general, the defense looks really good. I mean, look at you have the forced fumbles by Campbell, you have the recovery by Davis, and then
Hmm.
one of the favorite things I did see on this defense was Asante Samuel just reaching out, jumping out, and grabbing that interception. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a beautiful pick. I mean, it was
yeah,
definitely much needed. The Chiefs were getting going. We had to slow it down, get that interception. Not to
yeah.
Samuel delivered right there.
He had super great awareness. He showed it last week against the Cowboys. He was covering somebody else last week against the Cowboys, and this week he was, just paying attention to the field or to the ball, and was able to make a play on it. Like, he's been having a pretty great start to a rookie year.
I agree. He's definitely doing really well. I mean, this is second interception of the year already. So
Yep.
he's doing really well. I mean, even being a big fan of Asante Samuel Sr. myself, it's great
Right.
to see have Asante Samuel Jr. on the Charger team.
Yeah, he must be proud.
Yeah,
But
very bright future for sure.
yeah. And they held Tyreek Hill and Nicole Hardman, I guess, is their second wide receiver. They didn't
Yeah,
really
McCall
do
Hardman only
much.
had some runs here and there, but Tyreek Hill was blanketed. I think
Yeah.
that's one of their high-powered offenses. I mean, they had to rely solely on. I know Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a pretty big game with 90 to 100 yards rushing during that game, and then they also had
You
they
said
had a few
9,200.
no around 90 to 100
Oh, 90
around
to
between
100, my bad.
somewhere around there in rushing and it's called even we did a pretty good job on Kelsey. He didn't actually look like he got a few catches in. I think even one of the interceptions came off his hands. Was that
Yeah.
the one that came off his hands and managed to wait to Asante Samuel? So overall defense, I definitely enjoyed watching that secondary. Bosa was getting up, putting a lot of pressure on Mahomes to release the ball early.
Yeah.
So it looked really well. As we mentioned before, the fumbles that we had. I mean, I thought our offense did a great job against this super powered, high powered Chiefs offense.
Yeah. It was crazy to see Bosa play better than he did last week.
Yeah.
He looked completely out of it. And then he showed up on the injury report and he was questionable the whole week. And then he goes out there. He even was limping at some point and got off the field, but he came back in the game and just did his thing.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of actual injuries that I was kind of worried about on the defense. I mean, Bosa was mentioned before, but I think Chris Harris is still out.
Yep.
Derwin James came out for a little bit too.
That scared the hell out of me.
That definitely scared a lot out of me. I mean, we missed him last year. And so
Mhm.
just any of these defensive players that we lose, it would be big. I think Kenneth Murray happened to get out last week for a little bit too as well. So you lose some of these pieces, it would be difficult and challenging. I think even Kaiser White had a good game as well.
And Jerry Tillery was all over the field. He played a great game.
Yeah. So I think the defense did an amazing job within the first half. Just needed to probably keep it up on the second half. Maybe it was due to the Chiefs already getting ready to show their offense because they basically put up 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Once the Chargers went 3-and-out in the third quarter, they were ready. Like, let's get a touchdown after touchdown. They were ready to get going. And I was like, oh no, here the Chiefs come again. And it was
Mhm.
already between 14-3 and being up double digits, having control of the ball. It kind of looked like it even shifted in the third quarter when the Chiefs got 2 easy touchdowns and took the lead 17-14. But yeah, they managed to definitely get that defensive pressure definitely at the very end. So